Reejai, Reejai, Reejai. So, today I am 21 stone, 1 pound. uh, Quite a far cry from where I was not so long ago after a 33-day fast, which is much lower. But I just want to state very quickly, right up front, why I'm doing this. This is very, very important for achieving my dreams. And my dreams are for the world to become a better place. One of the biggest problems that I've deduced, rightly or wrongly, still open for debate, one of the biggest problems that you face in your life and your friends and your family and all the people you know is something that very few people have given much thought to. And if they have, it's not been deep, consistent, coherent thought. And it's it's a neologism, okay? It's homo-duality. And the reason I created this word or coined this word is to describe something that is quite complex but can be simplified by having a word and something that I call clumping or grouping or chunking. The trouble is these words will be used. I'm going to have to come up with some new version myself. Anyway, here's the issue. When it's anything you coulda, shoulda, woulda done, but didn't. So, for example, weight loss. Now, I've got a lot of things to explain regarding weight loss, but the most important thing is this, that every diet you do works. And the reason they fail, the reason any diet fails is because of this, because of what you think, because of the thoughts that come into your head and the behavior that follows those thoughts. And so we're talking about behavior and thoughts. Now, if you can change the way you think, you can change your behavior. This is a very simple concept. Very, very simple. Change your thoughts, change your behavior. Most people who are overweight will probably see that their desire to eat is preceded by a conscious thought of wanting to eat. And then, if they're anything like I've been in the past and other people I've talked to, a battle will ensue. Oh man, I really want that. But I shouldn't, I want that, but it conflicts with my goals that I set. This is homo-duality. This is where homo-duality comes in. You set something that you want to do. You set a target. You know you can. Should've, could've, would've. Or any order you want. You should do it. You can do it. Coulda, shoulda, coulda. Would have done it if everything had worked out well, but for some reason it just didn't. This is homo-duality. So someone who's given up drink, New Year's Eve, I'm giving up drink, or giving up smoking, or giving up overspending, or giving up being angry with loved ones, or giving up overeating, or giving up spending so much time playing games on the computer, or giving up procrastination, putting off things that should be done that are really important. So these are very simple things. And if you didn't have these problems, that'd be wonderful. But if you do have any of these problems, that's homo-duality. Homo-duality is kind of like your brain, or you know the right thing to know, you know you can do it, you know you should do it, you know you would do it. But what happens is thoughts and behavior come in. This is homo-duality. This is what this study is about. I don't care about other issues in this particular experiment. Of course, I do care about other issues, and I'm happy to discuss these other issues in a different format, in different circumstances. For homo-duality, the focus needs to be on homo-duality. So this short video is just to stress why I'm doing these experiments with weight overeating and health. I can't do it for fingernail biting because look, my fingernails are great. I haven't had a problem with fingernails biting in years. I can't do it with cigarette smoking because I don't smoke anymore. I haven't smoked in years. Before that, I must have given up smoking dozens, if not hundreds of times. I don't know how many times I gave up smoking, and sometimes for extended periods. Overspending in my life, not a problem. Being hateful towards people I love and then regretting it later, no longer a problem. These are all things I don't need to address. And so I use weight specifically as an example. My focus is on weight because I think everyone can understand it, especially with the growing numbers of obese people in affluent countries, in the affluent West. You know, it seems as soon as people have spare money and spare time, boom, boom, boom. Hello, Mr. Fatty. Hello, Mr. Big Dumb. Out he comes. Because it's pleasurable, it's good, it's easy to see why our brains are wired for enjoyment and pleasure around food and drink. So, where's the problem? Many. I'm 6 minutes, so I can carry on a little bit longer, and then I'll wind up. Now, most people, when I was doing the last fast, which, as I say, lasted 33 days of drinking only water, nothing but water for 33 days, people could see the weight falling off me, and they all said, oh, I could never do that. Not one person joined me on the fast. Oh, that's not true. My brother and my son joined in for bits here and there. But nobody, they all would have loved the same results I was getting. Nobody was willing to do it, and their reasons were problematic. Now I'm going to put down the two reasons. Everything they said fell into two clear and identifiable thinking tools that people use. One is, and they both begin with D as it happens, whatever that tells you. I don't know which way around you do this. D for dishonest. D for delusion. There are two reasons why people do say the things they do. They are fundamentally, now I'm not saying consciously, I'm saying fundamentally dishonest and or delusional. These are the two reasons. Otherwise anyone could have it. Homo-duality should be fixable. There's 7 billion people on the planet today. If we all work together on this problem, we could solve just about all the major issues, all the things that you need to think you need the government to fix for you. So anyway, I'll get back to dishonesty. If you think that you can't lose weight, you are either delusional or just dishonest. Doesn't matter which. And I'm not saying consciously. It's a kind of thing that once you've done it, you'll look back and say, oh, I was lying to myself, or oh boy, I was delusional. It doesn't matter which. Anyway, I can explain all these things. Those are two tools that people use, and they use it for a reason, and I will explain those reasons because it'll help. Now, before I sign off, this is what I'd like to say. We're going to use science, or particularly the scientific method, on this last experiment I'm doing now. And here's the reason why. People think that science is going to solve all their problems, and indeed it's certainly solved many of them. But unfortunately, when it comes to weight loss, their idea of science is not accurate for what I need, or not accurate for what we actually need. It's a scientific method. We don't want someone to invent a pill or invent a machine or invent something using science that's going to fix our problems. If the problem is in here, we need to use a scientific method. And the scientific method requires strategies and tactics, things that actually work and are repeatable and are falsifiable. And that's what I'm interested in here. Anybody can talk any old crap they want all day long, but I'm only interested in repeatable, falsifiable experiments that we can predict the results with certainty, as long as all the algorithms are correct. So it's science-based, but it's science-based around the brain as opposed to inventions or medications or something like that. It's about the brain. It's about you. So if you were on a tropical island and you were away from all computers and you're away from anything, you could still use this method for improving, for eliminating homo-duality in yourself, so that your survival and your well-being, which includes how happy you are, can all be worked on without needing scientific tools or space age inventions, just with how you use your brain. That's what this is about. So Reejai, and please work with me. I will answer any questions you have, and I will answer them honestly and without delusion. In fact, if you spot any delusion and stuff, please bring it up. And if you have a method for identifying and removing delusion, please let me know. In the meantime, I say Reejai to you, and welcome to a world with reduced homo-duality.